wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifest.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute.
E-Kailasa is proper cultural, religious, nationality background. Continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human gurus, and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures. Perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home, without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. There are some great spiritual sciences unique.
Anandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Bandvathitham Gagana Sadusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nithyanandam. Welcome, dear viewers, to today's special segment of Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, where we will learn about who is Devi Parashakti and how she is manifesting through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. If you are here,
And this may be what you think as your first time in the presence of a divine cosmic being. But this is not the first time this divine energy has graced planet Earth. And if you're
The powerful cognition, as referenced from the ancient text of Hinduism, revived by the Supreme Pontiff.
now we will be seeing Parashakti, Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the main deity of the sacred feminine and the divine consort of Bhagwan Paramashiva, who is the primordial divinity in Hinduism.
Or a way to connect with what you think of as life. In Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware your ability to connect with others should be diverted to the cosmos. It should inspire, it should awaken your high.
And today, out of his extreme compassion and love, the Supreme Point of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us.
What is Samadhi? Sama is oneness, and Adi means source. So Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect.
The receiver. Darshan is a powerful superconscious vibration that is present around the avatar at all times. He simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. The auspicious moment when the receiver is able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you. Raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough is like hitting the reset button on your being.
The Nijavatara, the incarnation.
And Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where the formless, the being of Paramashiva, expresses through the Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form or the embodiment. And the Archavatar, the deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the supercosmos in all of us.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential and energy in every.
And during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirroring neurons activate the process of all the observed movements or information of the avatar.
And what are the Akashic readings? Akashic readings are not predictions. They are readings from the cosmic archives. Beyond space, creation, and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of.
And now we will be learning who is the Supreme Point of Hinduism, the one who is coming, who is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself and giving us.
Paramashivoham is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters.
Third, Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailash Sarvagnipitam, which is the Tonde Mandala Adhini, the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsha Sarangi Samrajya, the present
Mandaleshwar, the head of all spiritual leaders of the Atalakada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism, is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Dharma Mukti Sparigopuru Adinam, and has been elected the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders.
1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of books and articles are sold, read, and downloaded, with over 10,000 hours of discourses. And the Supreme
Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, is the reviver of the 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, and is the founder and reviver of over 170 peethas. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million Pali scriptures, and
seeing a live demonstration of the powers
manifest
the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada Darshan. Literally, those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask. Blessedness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
We get you health, we get you ability, good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great.
Nithyanandam everyone, welcome to Shaktis of Paramashiva. So today, the Balasans, the Nityananda yogis, and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Point of Hinduism will be demonstrating receiving the initiation into the third eye awakening and various other powers with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Point of Hinduism. We will be manifesting the following powers of third eye, which is seeing with eyes blindfolded. And now let's see what are Shaktis. What exactly are these Shaktis? In the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being, these Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are the divine and you need to manifest the divine, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. And some of you might. And a few more differences between Shaktis and Siddhis are that Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way, after effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, creation, Sthiti, divine holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1000th living incarnation of and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa as a lifestyle. And for the first time in the modern day, the Supreme Point of Hinduism is reviving these sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace which is never accomplished before. Recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught by his gurus these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repository Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana. So how do we awaken these divine Shaktis in us? Every ultimate through 4 aspects of evidences or pramanas. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. And the next is the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and results of Pramana, which is an account from the Supreme Point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of the power manifestation. And the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and science. Agamas, the Vedagamas, which is a living applied science for all Hindus, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva, and they are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths. And a reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. It's blindfolded. So the Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye reading comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Kapalantar, fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession. By that stability of the mind in inner space through the power of the third eye, into the power of third eye. Natu mam shakyase drashtu manenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu. So in the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, Bhagavan Krishna. And the next is the Atma Pramana in Swamiji's own words. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see on the screen, using a PET, a positron emission tomography, the brainwaves of the Supreme Pontiff Hinduism himself was measured. And it was measured that when doing daily activities, there was high activity measured in the brain, where we will be seeing a live demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis initiated and given as a gift to humanity by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
But definitive sign manifest the cosmic beings in Archavatara, signs of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During each god is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each god is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness.
The mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva spirit.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service, religious nationality background.
Yes, Nithyananda, everyone. So now we will be getting into the live demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis. So as to blindfold my eyes, so Ma Amita will be putting this on my eyes. So this is just a blindfold and eye band, which is used for people who are not able to. Black sponge, which will not allow any light to go anywhere. And then we have two sockets for the eyes to go into. So now Amrita will be putting this. You can put anything you would like. You can put a sequence of emojis, a sequence of numbers, a sequence of words, or something which doesn't even make sense. And I will be Yes. So now all of you can see that the eye band has been put on me. All of you can see. So I'll be turning to all the 4 directions, to my right, to my left, up, to my third eye now. So now any of you watching us live on YouTube can put in your comments and we will be reading it. I will be reading it. Mamita will be projecting the comments for me. Okay, so we have Prabjot, looks like a mango, and then an orange emoji. And then I think, is that fire or a house? It's, yeah, I guess it's fire. And then, or a temple. It's like square. Again, have Prabjot Gill, who has put another emoji of hands clapping. Head. Anyone else would like to put your comments in? And I think the first comment we have about that is from Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, who has put Nithyananda. Anyone else would like to put in your comments? Anyone think a random page in front of all of you? And I will be reading it. And before that, I see another comment from Expressions of Me. I am it. I hope all of you can see. Okay, so now I'll be reading out the pages. It is page 1172 and 1172. Then it says, once you understand how to love the people around you, only then can you love God. You cannot hate your neighbor, brother, or spouse, and we have another comment from Kailasha Stephanie Vamadeva Shivashakti Tankton. She has put this a word which I think was a bit hard to pronounce. And anyone else would like to put in your comments for me to read before we move on to the next power? For this beautiful verse with the namaste emoji with yellow hands. Okay, so now Mamita will be removing the eye bands and the eye band, and we will that arrow sign which is facing to the right, and then she has put DNA. Okay. Yes, and now we will be moving on to the next power of body scanning. We will be back.
Spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive science. Elaborately explain the whole science of making the karma. They manifest in Archavatara, deity. They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you.
You see, each Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find
In a way that we can understand, it cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy.
Yes, so now through the awakened third eye. So the Shastra Pramana for this power of body scanning comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest consecutive principles of your whole body is where the supreme power manifestation happens. And the next is the Apta Pramana, which comes from the life of a Siddha. So Terayar working in the person's brain. Agatyar immediately instructs Terayar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove that frog. And after the surgery is completed successfully and the person is healed and cured, was revealed on the 22nd of December 2019 by the Supreme Court of Hinduism himself. Paraphrasing his words, only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal problems, imbalances had happened, and where balances had to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion to verify my findings. Paramashiva. So these few devotees and disciples have shared their experience of manifesting the power of body scanning. And now we will be witnessing a live demonstration of the power of body scanning. So whoever would like a body scanning, I will be doing a body scanning for you now. I will be chanting the Mahavakya and starting. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Okay. Devi Madhu, I was able to see that for you, there is a lot that it is affecting your day. And because it is affecting the thought process and it is increasing your stress levels, get organic fruits. Don't make sure that it's organic and get those fruits and make the juice yourself at home. You can grind the fruits and make at least maybe 4 to 5 cups a day of fruit juices. That will help remove the heat like a proper temperature. It shouldn't be too cold or too hot, unless you specifically want to take at that point of time cold or hot water. So this is what I was able to see as the solution. So if you're able to relate to what was revealed, you can get back in the comment section. Much of a problem. It's just you get body aches quite regularly, like once in a week or twice in a week. Pressure which you're putting on your body. So I was able to see, even if you want to do more physical activities and do what I'm able to see here. And I also see that you've asked how to take care of the Venkateshwara deity. So like some soap, some food. You can keep the normal everyday things which we use. You can keep it for Venkateshwara, like the brush, paste, soap, and anything else. And you can also, before you eat, you can offer the food to the deity. So however you connect to Lord Venkateshwara, you can take healing also happens. And I have also given healing separately. You will be healed, ma, with the grace and blessings of Swamiji. And I place. And so yes, ma, every Sunday during before the Kalabhairava Bhava Samadhi, before the Kalabhairava
Spiritual sciences
sign up for, you can contact any of the causers and get the link to sign up for the Akashic reading. And now with this, for everyone else who has asked, now due to the internet, you all can again join us and request for the body scanning. We will be more than happy to do it for all of you. And with this, I thank all of you who are watching us right now, all the viewers, for joining us for this power manifestation segment. And
is in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you.
You see, each god is a independent, so that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
By memory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Who is Devi Parashakti, and how can you connect with Devi Parashakti?
yes, now Lalita Sahasranamam. Sindhuraruna Vigraham Trinayana Manikya Mauli Spurat Taranayaka Shekharam Smitamukhi Mapi.
As shining in a vermilion red body with triple eyes, sporting a crown of rubies, studded with the peasant.
Rangatakshim Dritapashankusha Pushpabana Chapam Animadhibiravrita Mayukaihi Rahamitye Vibhavaye Bhavani.
We can go back to the last slide, please. The great empress, she is red in color. Her eyes are full of compassion, and she holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hand. She is surrounded on all sides by the powers such as
from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. It is the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, source energy, the source power from which all of us came. All of us are in right now, and which all of us are going to merge.
Of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan is gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of
in 40 triangles. The Kailasha Swamini, who is in Kailasha, Shripura Chintamani Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world. Paramashakti Manonmani Meenakshi, as Nithyananda, I put Nijavatara here to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala of Nithyananda, and came down as Nijavatara.
Raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, powers of existence, expanding as the 8 directions, existing as the 9 grahas, blossoming as the 10 indriyas, being as the 11 rudras, creating all the world, bringing life, to tell and make truth blossom, and to do good. Parashakti, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you.
Coin in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. And in the Hindu tradition, a coin is considered the traditional dakshina. It can even be the lowest value. Yeah, even 1 paisa is okay.
Offer that to Devi. After darshan is over, do namaskaram, eat the banana, betel leaf, and betel nut. Take it as a prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it to LA and raise you to the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior.
And now all of you can see how you can arrange and set up your tambu. And if you would like, you can also keep some fresh flowers and anything else you want to keep. And now we will be moving to the next segment where we will be seeing fire. So nothing can be destroyed. Please understand. Okay, so we will be back after
given each of us as individuals very beautiful, wise, and unforeseen circumstances and unsubstantiated situations, Devi Parashakti has literally descended, has literally manifested through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in order immunity of a human being once they have been infected by coronavirus will be extremely compromised. We'll just be dissecting this revelation that Devi Parashakti has given. Each and every one of us, I hope, can take a few minutes to share this link, and as well make sure that you are following the official handles of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in all of the social media platforms, this grand social network, in order to enrich and bring more and more good, peace, and happiness and bliss into the world. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been. So in this next segment, we will be understanding how Devi Parashakti had given us the guidance on immunity. Yes, Devi Parashakti revealed on the 3rd of June 2021, not only are people dying in crores, financial and mental retardedness, you will see minds getting collapsed. Freedom from all this suffering is the life of living enlightenment. First, prevent yourself showing to be common in those who have contracted COVID-19. And as you can see here, this is from Global News. And this is another article by BMC Psychology published on the 8th of June, 2021. And we can see how the impact of COVID-19 on mental health in US college results indicate that students closer to graduating faced increases in anxiety, feeling of loneliness and depression, and many reported worries for the health of loved ones most impacted their mental health status, and the need to take care of the family most affected. Seeing the rates of anxiety and depression among college students continue to soar, researchers say. This is from Dartmouth College, who have tracked the moods and behaviors of about 218 students when they entered the school as freshmen in 2017. in hopes of understanding how they behave. They've seen students' stress levels rise and fall, usually in tandem with midterm. Yes, let us now watch this brief video.
Listen intensely. I will reveal the secret of the universe, different universes, vertical time zones. Complete liberation. Paramashivoham. Your soul has to come back. Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems at speed and space. Now, too many souls from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala. Great enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being manifested by me through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. Cosmic law is the country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is nationalism. These cosmic truths will the cosmic energy, universal existential truths. Avatara Nithyananda and this Kailas.
Yes, so what Devi Parashakti had said beautifully is listen intensely. I will reveal the secret of the fire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashivoham, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. For the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards the enlightenment quickly, easily in an accelerated speed and space. Now too many souls are from the cosmos is landing into enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being manifested by me through the Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed, fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation. Of the country, society, ecosystem. The society, country, judiciary, ecosystem, all these of Kailasa will be aligned to the cosmic law, the cosmic energy, and the universal existential truth. So actually, if we see what Devi Parashakti revealed a beautiful thing, what a beautiful sacred sentiment. The whole universe is celebrating, is expanding in joy and celebration out of pure celebration that the avatar has happened on planet Earth. So let's now watch actually a video where we have explained
to humankind, and it's called the Sloan Digital Sky Survey. Scientists from around the world have just completed a 20-year-long survey of the night sky, measuring the positions and distances of more than 4 million galaxies and quasars. This detailed map will help scientists shed light on the remaining mysteries of the universe. Let's go on a journey are spread throughout the observable universe. Moving faster than light, we will take you through space in a journey from our place in the Milky Way all the way out to the large-scale structure. This unexpected acceleration constitutes one of the major conundrums in physics. From a theoretical perspective, the Acceleration Sky Survey is a vast collection of the angular positions of galaxies observed in the sky, as well as their distances from us, determined by observing the systematic shift of galactic light induced by the expansion of the universe, the so-called redshift. In this it focused on different classes of galaxies: nearby galaxies, red galaxies, more distant star-forming galaxies, and superluminous distant active galaxies. Own mapping of the extragalactic sky, and just recently finished measuring distances for 1 million galaxies and quasars. These successive surveys allow scientists to trace the large-scale structures of the universe up to a fraction of its horizon, represented by the cosmic microwave background emission. Seen previous Sloan exploratory phases 1, 2, and 3, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey now has a database of 4 million galaxies and quasars, assembling the understanding of the fundamental laws that rule our universe.
The rate at which the universe is expanding exactly is accelerated more now than ever before in all known history. And we also have an article here from the National Geographic that says the universe to understand what cosmic forces could be in play. If confirmed, the changing rate, which is 9% faster than it had been projected, would force us, and we can understand from this that the science today, the media, and all the institutions even put together are not even able. Why is this happening? What's the source of it? Only Devi Parashakti has actually revealed what is the source, what's happening, and results that have now demonstrated time and time again that the universe is accelerating in its microwave, the background and radiation from the early universe, among others. Yes, and what it means, but also what does it mean to us on a individual level? Okay, the universe is expanding, the cosmos is in its entire, as the whole universe is expanding, just as Devi Parashakti had revealed.
Listen, expanding, its expansion is accelerated. Please understand. Last few years, I am screaming in top of the universe expansion is accelerated. It's a dark energy, the dark matter in that level, the unmanifest. And the expansion is accelerated intensely in the dark energy, in the dark matter, unmanifest, avyakta swarupa of Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva's manifest form only is this world of expansion, not just expansion, acceleration of expansion is happening from that dark energy, dark matter. Akasa, Jyoti. I will call it a superconscious energy. Superconscious Jyoti, light, superconsciousness is the word. You call it as dark with 3 eyes. When you see something and you know it cannot be seen by the 2 eyes, you call that as what exists as unmanifest of Paramashiva is one and the same. Please listen. This acceleration of expansion is from the unmanifest, avyakta, is imminent. It has to happen. It is happening. I have been sent to planet Earth to facilitate this only.
Yes. So under the whole immune system of the body is being compromised. And in so many different ways, how Devi Parashakti, what Devi Parashakti revealed about the immunosuppression of COVID-19 on the body, the effects on the body, and we have seen how this has happened. Yes. We can go on to the next slide, please. Yes, we'll watch this video.
You will be able to cities will heal your body and remove all the pains, induce flex.
So actually, Devi says, you will be able to sit in Padmasana like me, eat the rice with neem flour. This is the instruction for the whole humanity. Neem flour and rice will heal the body, remove all the tremendous benefits on the human body. The neem tree offers several health benefits, all parts of this tree are useful and known for its medicinal use. The flowers, just as the leaves, have plenty of therapeutic benefits, which explains its many uses in either form for cooking. It can be included in its fried, boiled, dried, or roasted forms in rice dishes and in sauces for therapeutic purposes. Also, the neem flowers are extremely effective in it helps in cleansing the liver and removes unwanted toxins from the body. It is good for the liver as it acts as a purifier. Now, consuming neem flowers on a regular basis helps improve metabolism as well. It helps improve the blood circulation and is good for immunity and offers great positivity, especially when toxins are cleaned out of being circulated between one organ and another organ and stop being literally recycled in our blood. Properties actually have chemopreventive properties, as well as being able to reverse and attack the anti-mutant cells. So in breast cancer formation and liver cancer formation, it is actually reducing the effects of and reducing the early stages of cancer. In 3 days, you can keep it in an airtight container, and it can be roasted in gingerly oil and can be consumed regularly. And another option is that you can soak the flower in water overnight. And early morning, if we start drinking that water, it will, before you are mixing any rice dish or any curry dish or anything, you can first apply and have this neem flower ingredient, and it'll literally really benefit and transform your life. And this is exactly what Devi Parashakti had said. Yes, we can stop the screen share. Exactly what Devi Parashakti had revealed was now this brings us to a conclusion of this segment in today's program. We'll now be entering into the next segment, where we will understand all the different offerings that are available for each and every one of you today. And
with Devi Parashakti, where we learned who is Devi Parashakti, what is Akashic readings, etc. And now what we are going to enter into is a very, very, very profound segment. Because when Devi Parashakti comes in front of you, what is important is the receptivity that you have to be able to. Let's say how you have something, let's say you got your something that you're so excited about, but free of cost. Two, what you have spent so much money on. Just giving as an example, the best way to open yourself to enable the receptivity in you so that you can pure love, devotion, and oneness. And it consists of two parts, giving and accepting. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete in itself. Offering is not made of fear nor of greed. It enables you to experience the pure love, the divine energy, grace, with blessings, boons, powers, etc. The next slide, please. Varavahminayanam syat pankajavaraabhayajapakshasarayuktam angahimabhushana vichitravasanam syat tungamakutochvala manonmani swarupam. This from the Mula is Manonmani. It's another beautiful dhyana mantra of Devi Parashakti as well. Dhyaye devim shatrinetram shashini bhavadanam vedahastam dadhanam savye padmam varadam apare. This from the Moolagama, the dhyana shloka of Devi Manonmani. Meditate on Devi with 3 eyes glowing like a moon and holding the Veda, lotus and gracing with shlokas as these dhyana mantras aptly describe. Devi Parashakti is a cosmic mother filled with love. And today we are going to be seeing what are the ways through which you can connect to that cosmic precious metal, not just precious but divine. And hence all the precious offerings, important offerings that we make, the jewels for the deities or the jewels, hold the energy of alchemy. It purifies anything it touches. It's an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse the sattva energy, which is a positive energy currents, into anyone who touches it or who wears it or who operates in its vicinity. The next slide. These itihasas, Puranas, in all Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is most auspicious and purest metal, which purifies any being in the Hindu civilization. The next slide, please. Now let us enter actually into these offerings and let's see, what are these offerings? Now that we saw the significance of gold. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion. Especially you go to the temple or something. You're always, as a first lesson of being able to express your gratitude, you are given maybe a 50 paise coin or a 25 paise coin, 1 rupee coin, 10 rupees or something. This time of the pandemic and where this whole digital age, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made this opportunity available for all the human beings where digitally you can offer the pundi. Pradhan mohyate vishwam saiva vishwam prasyuyate saya chitta cha vijanam tushtaruddhim prayaschati. The goddess enchants this universe and she herself. Understand, offering the sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blesses us with all the fruition of our desires. This is just $1 only, and you can make your offering just $1 per person. Next slide, please. She who likes the repetition of her various names. Here, when it's said as names, it's not just the names, but her very dimension. When you say Shri Mata, she is the mother of the whole thing. Parashakti. So in Lalita Sahasranam, this offering where Parashakti, each and every dimension is offered
And by that offering, you are cherishing and worshipping that dimensions. And those dimensions Tahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham Shinjannu purakinkini mani Ainakshim pranatosmi santatamaham Karunyavaranidhim Meenakshim pranatosmi santatamaham Stones and has small bell who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddess Vani and Rama, and I remain ever bowing down to you. I remain never bowing down to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean. Also, any success you want to experience in business endeavor, you can offer that. Mukta Anguti. Next is Swarna Mangti. Sudha Suryabhivarshini. It is told as Sudha Suryabhivarshini because when your Sahasrara Chakra, Mangtika, this hairline jewelry, your Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry, is very significant because this represents next slide. Pratyaksha Pada Puja.
The Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a very, very, very profound and an extremely beautiful offering. There's a very beautiful line that comes
Kim Tata Kim Tata Kim Tata Kim.
Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya beautifully sings in this verse. He says, you can have a good form, handsome body and a very beautiful form, very beautiful wife, and then you can have like an extremely, good name and fame and extra beautifully quotes, which says, Ananta Samsara Samudra Para Naukarikabhyam Guru Bhaktikam. Means, and it says how the whole Samsara Sagara, all the pleasure, pain, joys in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Guru is a center, the backbone of the whole of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Even in the Guru-disciple relationship, of just where there is costless joy, costless happiness, costless, reasonless gratitude. You just sit, you enjoy because you enjoy because he is there, you enjoy because of the very existence itself. Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a once in a lifetime experience for each and everyone who just experiences it, where you offer. For all of us, we are indeed blessed because, so for anybody that wants to offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, please do not miss this one of the best opportunities, the best experiences you can give for yourself in your life. So please make sure to puja, and on the sacred day, Guru Purnima, the auspicious
That will
day,
be the best where you can offer your gratitude to Guru itself on the day of Guru Purnima.
So please go ahead and what will you do to her? You will feed her with best food. You will, give her good rest, and you will give her, give her a very good. You dress her up with all the way you like. You give her the best things that you want to. A best way to express by chanting, and the third is Devi Sahasranama Swarna Kasi. The fourth one is the Mukta Anguti, the finger, pearl finger ring. The fifth is all the benefits and blessings of offering the sevas. So we will now project the link for all of you to register. Please take a moment, CC/Bhava Samadhi. And if you just want to register for the seva but you need help, register here. And if you want to make the payment right now, you can visit. And we'll be right back as you all open it.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Tiny.cc.
Tiny.cc/baby crafting.
Hyphen offerings. So now once you land there, you will see the Parashakti Bhava Samadhi
/baby crafting.
Yes. Parashakti Bhava Samadhi Darshan, the donations will be written. Scroll a bit down and then there'll be, you can choose from Upma, yes. You can choose from a range of offerings. So there's a box called Save. You'll see the rate and you'll also see how much you want to offer. You can decide the quantity and then click Add to Cart. And once you come to Add to Cart, scroll down and then, yes, proceed to checkout. You can click that button.
Please make sure to fill all the required fields, and here you can see, yes, and you can see the you had seen the total of your card. You can see here all the billing address, billing details, and you can even add your card billing details, and you can even add your card to it, and you can go ahead and you can directly go to the bottom, and you can go ahead and place the order. So only when you make the payment, you will be able to place the order. So the moment you place the order, it will please go to tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. Yes, this is the form that will open up. Please make sure this is a second step. So once you finish registering for Parashakti's best benefits of offering the seva, so please fill all the details that's asked, and these all required fields. So please make sure you have to put your payment code, you have to put your payment amount, you have to there's a whole detail including the family details and everything. It will be coming in the next page. Here you are only going to be entering the payment details, the email address, confirmation of your payment, etc. And immediately here, since we have not filled all the required fields, it will not take us here. But for you, you have to fill all these forms, and please ensure that you are going and filling all the details, so that you are experiencing the complete benefits of offering to Devi Parashakti. Thank you so much, Ma. Now, to those of you that are wanting to offer
HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel and go to the comment section. So in the comment section, you will see that there is a small dollar symbol. So you can click on the dollar symbol now. It will help, it will give you different options so that you can become a member. So you can click the join option now. Free. Okay, I think Ma like that sticker. So whichever sticker you want, just click it and then you will be led to offer. The next is super chat. So yes, you can click the super chat. Here you can choose, click buy and send. Okay, so next is you can, yes, you can disclose it. Elashin gold. So each member you can just you get the different payment methods. So
and it's just a one-time setting. So the moment you link, these are the 3 simple steps through which you can make the offering, and just sitting right on your couch, sitting where you are, just on YouTube, you can still go. Let's all get ready to move to the further segments of the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. Let's all now get ready to hear the
unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara. Cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan,
you see, each god is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each god is a bridge for you.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the form.
We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world.
E-Kailasa is proper individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment, oil from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt. So much of tiredness, laziness, we can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your
And what is the situation the world is facing today? The world as we see today, Human Rights Watch has reported that more than 36.5% of US college students pointed to stress as the biggest reason why their academic performance good grades. Approximately 1.277 billion learners are currently affected due to school closures in response to the 10% of the world's student population. So one can see how practically the whole world is being by the corona pandemic. In a survey by the mental health charity Young Minds, which included 2,111 participants up to the age of 25 years with a mental illness history, cancelled, and support by phone or online can be challenging for some young people. So one can see here a situation where students are not able to get education because healthcare is not available at the way it used to be before, and healthcare workers themselves have been impacted. The provision of healthcare has been impacted. WHO survey. Naturally, in the wake of this COVID-19 pandemic, the amount of stress, anxiety, and depression that it has brought in its wake needs of individuals, including people with and without a past psychiatric diagnosis, who received a COVID-19 diagnosis, were later diagnosed impact of this virus, but also on the mental health level, whether people after being infected by the coronavirus or not infected, but having the stress of being infected or what their future is going to look like. Substance abuse and suicidal ideation are particularly pronounced for young adults, and 25% of them are reported. Every year, over 1.2 million students drop out of high school in the United States alone. Now that's a student every 26 seconds. That's like 7,000 students drop out of school per day. Has created an impact worldwide across various segments. And one critical segment that has been very badly impacted is disorders, from stress, anxiety, depression, all these contributing, worsening to the worsening situation and having the ripple effects have been and are being done by Kailasa's Department of Education. Kailasa, as we know, headed, founded, guided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as we all heard in the satsang of a few hours back. Bhagwan revealed the is less of an education and more of a transmission and the power of initiation. Let us see what the Gurukul system of education involves. And before we get in, embassies of Kailasa across India. So to register, all you need to do is go to this link and sign up. https://kailasa. And now Nithyananda Paramashivam says, the whole Gurukul, real Hindu Gurukul, Hindu University atmosphere I had in Tiruvannamalai in 1960 with right birds in the blossoming minds, creating a gateway of possibilities. creating an enlightened civilization with yogic their highest potential and manifest various spiritual powers. The Gurukul functions according to the supreme pontiff of Hinduism's vision that education is for life, but life itself is not for education. The Gurukul brings to the world the right kind of teaching. The original Indian education system was not about continuously giving words, ideas, concepts, theories, or whether others educate you or you educate yourself. If it is based on the weakest link, it is called generalization, dilution due to generalization. Whether others educate you or you educate yourself, if you plan everything based on the best of you, education means putting set of ideas into your head and forcing you to conform to it, means empowering you with powers and letting you play with it, letting you manifest, specialize, letting you manifest your specialization, letting you grow of the planet Earth and for humanity. In Vedic tradition, examinations are not done by question answer method. That is Macaulay's method, clerk making. In Vedic tradition, all examinations are conducted the thought current. If the student is able to express the thought current cohesively, then he has mastered it. What is real education? If we are teaching this, you master a thought current, which becomes their lifestyle, which becomes their cognition style, which becomes their very being. For hours, you cannot speak on a thought current to you. Transformation of thought current is success. Our Gurukuls are not teacher-centric. Our Gurukuls are freedom. Please understand, only the basic formulas are taught. Basic tools to awaken knowledge is taught. Then student is left free to explore on his own. Gurukuls are not with the set of, it is an embankment for the wild river. Embankment is different. Embankment is different. Dam is different. With a dam, you are dammed. Disciples were Advaitis. What does that mean? Only the basic analysis scales were given to you, but you are left free to analyze. You are given the spoon, not spoon-fed. You are not spoon-fed. Ramanuja was even able to think in the language of Vishishta Advaita, shows the freedom available in Gurukul. And the same way, there are many Advaitis who studied at the feet of Dvaitis or Shanti Mantra. It is education-centric, not teacher-centric. Unfortunately, in the modern day, because teachers have tamastu, ma vid vishavahai. This verse, it says, maybe both, meaning the teacher and the student, both together be protected. So the teacher is also praying along with the student, new heights of seeking. That is where even the Ishtadevata concept has come. Guru encourages the disciple to travel, discover, reinvent, invent their own paths, their own methodologies. Our Gurukuls are freedom to explore, create, the constructive freedom they enjoy. With the principles of I give this boon of Abhaya, this literally fearlessness to one and all, to every being in this cosmos and thought currents, and have physically demonstrated the power of these truths by providing security to the rose as natural protection itself. The plant dropped because of the tremendous amount of security that was provided by the feeling of oneness and the feeling of ahimsa and abhayam sarva bhutebhyo, that was imparted as a teaching to know a little bit more about the fundamentals of the Indian Gurukul and the future of education. Let us watch this video, a satsang excerpt by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
As per the astrology, no theory can rule non-involvement narrative education system. I am telling you, future is Gurukul system. If needed, let the parents also stay there. But they won't do what you say. Whatever you do, simply they will do. They will never do what you say. The system will be Gurukul system. I am not talking out of pride or arrogance. I am talking seeing the future. I am telling you, I will be leading this revival in the education system through our Guru. Complete involvement. Understand? After thoroughly studying the student, teacher identifies the raster, selects the subject in which the student will be successful. And then student is trained specifically in those fields. Even if you learn the archery, enlightenment is the context. If you study administrating houses, sculpting, enlightenment is the context.
Education system is all about. Today, education is known to be sorry for the technical glitch. Today, education is known to be the key factor. The right education is crucial to the well-being, stability, and growth of not only every child, but to humanity as a whole. The Gurukul system is known to be the knowledge transmission system of Hinduism, one of the pillars which kept Sanatana Hindu Dharma alive and standing as the world's Gurukul system is being revived in its entirety. Gurukul literally means living in the Gurukul, the Guru's home. The biological uniqueness of meditative states and enlightened beings, it has been found that in a normal waking state alone, their brain waves show that they are in a complete meditative state despite being fully active and engaged. In the world of athletics, casually walk, talk, and engage with life, settled in this peak. Recent studies have also found that we imbibe the body language, behaviors, and patterns of those in our environment than the enlightened Guru, who, as per modern science, exists as the superconscious biological has been diminishing at an unprecedented rate. After careful study, findings the colonial rulers had, which marked the most pathetic way of cunningly after this revelation, knowing the strengths, literally deciphering the strengths, the very core of the Gurukul system of education, and then system of education which produces leaders, is just eliminated from the whole of India. And is across Bharat, 2 lakh Gurukuls destroyed in just the states of Bengal and Bihar alone. With the systematic destruction of Hindu universities and Gurukuls system of education, what he says, our English schools are flourishing wonderfully. The effect of this education on the absurd that it is impossible to teach a boy astronomy, geography, natural history without completely destroying the whole, proselytize without the smallest interference with religious liberty, merely by the natural operation of knowledge and reflection. I heartily rejoice in this prospect. Of Hinduism's Gurukul and universities. That is the historic day of second yoga and meditation under the sacred Kalpa Vriksha, the banyan tree in Adi Kailasa in India. And the start is 1 to 3 years ahead of their age group, scoring in the top 10 to 20% of Mensa, as one knows, one of the top quizzes which evaluates one's performance. And that goes to show how the Gurukul system of education awakens the full brain as genius Hindu scriptures. The Balasans practicing Shivastamba Yoga under the guidance of blindfold, that is a traditional rope yoga, along with the blindfold being enabled by the awakening of the third eye power. Really cherishable moments when the students of the Nithyananda Gurukul are directly being trained by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. In the 30% of the Gurukul Balasans demonstrate visibly the capacity to spontaneously play instruments without formal training. This, the awakened whole brain, they are able to pick up across the board, including playing musical instruments without being taught the way today we learn music. Instead, they are just able to downstyle practices, solutions, and standards. On 5th October 2018, one can see here the Balasans of the Nithyananda Gurukul demonstrating the ability to an eye or the Anya Chakra. 11th October 2015, the Gurukul Balasans participating in the Vakyartha Sadas in Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham. Vakyartha Sadas is a highly internalizing the highest truths as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, almost verbalizes. It's almost like a debate. And Vakyartha Sadas is all about, and it forms a very fundamental component of growing up in the Gurukul. 11th March 2017, the seeds of the training sowed by the Kailasian delegates. One can see here the Balasans addressing the Kailasian delegates in Tiruvannamalai in India, and the Raja Gurukul being the traditional Hindu finishing school training Peetham. And what impact the Gurukul has, one can see statistically also, where it shows you listen just once and you're able to repeat it verbatim. That is what is Ipasantagrahi, which is a very natural accomplishment at the Nithyananda Gurukul. And reviving and presenting the world's most ancient lost knowledge in a user-friendly way. Ancient
plus courses, delegates and teachers from 50 plus countries directly contributing to Nithyananda Hindu University. The science of Nithyananda Raj Vidya Gurukul and its significance.
Are the most powerful method, science, kriya, to awaken all the life energies. These are fundamental forces, principal forces externally. Internally, there are 21 life energies. Ability to visualize, ability to make decision. All these 21 is given to you. I have seen people become thieves by not knowing the power of. If you know, you own trillions. Why will you steal? Each of my Gurukul kid is a $1 trillion economy. I tell you. See, normally, one child plus one child is a two child. But in the Gurukul ecosystem, one child plus one child is 11. 1, 1. Not 1 plus 1. That is why Gurukul has to be with the ecosystem. I have always seen our balasans, our sannyasis, our brahmacharis, when they sit as one team, it is very easy for me to just, people cannot understand this Sankhya. The multiple life energy.
Despite education, from protection of religious freedom to the revival of indigenous traditions, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism sincerely contributed in every facet. This has not gone. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, manifesting as the Nijavatara to reveal Ada, and came down as the Nijavatara. People of India, listen, carefully listen. Time after time, Bharadam is the Jnana Bhumi, where enlightened being comes. We cannot make the Jnana Bhumi infertile. Enlightened beings have to come. They have to live, it has to flower. From Pralaya is Adi Kailasa. Because of the conspiracy of Drohis and enemies' rule, the captain had to leave the ship. People, whoever comes and dips in Vaidya Sarovar, they will not have death. They will not have corona. Crores and crores of people will come in line Every day they come in line and will take the dip in Anandalingam. All those who are regretting losing the Nijavatara without confusion, without talking, just as a lip service, go to Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for. When the first world countries closed their borders and schools during this massive global emergency, it is Kailasa that has opened its doors, spiritually evolve, consciously evolve, and establish your conscious sovereignty by being part of these ecosystems that are built by the Nijavatara himself, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness Swamiji. Salem Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Tiruvannamalai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam in Puducherry, Pattanam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Siragapadi Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Sri Puram. So what we are seeing is the immense compassion that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness, children are suffering because of the lack of education, the amount of anxiety and mental disorders that the children go through because of this ongoing pandemic. What are the measures that we are the only solution for us to protect ourselves from this pralaya, which is come and be part of this COVID care protection centers in Adi Kailasa. Of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Swamiji has built, how he built this Nithyananda Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Sarvani Peetam with his hard work right from 2003, brick by brick. What are the events that is involved in Kailasa rushes to aid India as India finds itself on the verge of COVID-19 third wave. Multiple free COVID care services that are offered during pandemic in de facto spiritual embassies across India includes the medical care, infrastructure to accommodate thousands of people, accommodation for multi-layered quarantine, emergency ambulance services, which is ICU on wheels, personal protective medical equipment, food security management through food banks, and then the organic farming. Various ministries as per the principles laid out in Vedas and Agamas and as revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Swamiji. You have this opportunity to be part of this COVID Care Protection Center by joining a protection center. You can register yourself through this link, kailasa.org/kailasacare, KAILASA.org/KAILASACARE. Educational services to one and all, especially physically for all the kids who are residing as part of this COVID Care Protection Centers in Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peetham. Spiritual responsibility and the academic responsibility to enrich one and all and provide these educational services, especially the Hindu or conscious sovereignty. So you can register through the link below, kailasa.org/kailasacare. State space being super consciousness of Paramashiva, they dress and live as gods themselves. You can see here Vinyasa Krama Yoga. Apart from yoga, the kids are also involved and in managing the and they also learn how to do homa. So all these formal education, formal Hindu education. Yes. So Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalaya in Adi Kailasa and Nithyananda Sarvanya Peetham hosts a number of daily rituals, that is, are done by the third eye awakened Balasans of Nithyananda Rajavidya Gurukul in Adi Kailasa. What you're seeing is the pictures of the, we also celebrate more than 200 days in a year on Brahmotsavams. These Brahmotsavams is a time when the community come together to celebrate the presence of God, presence of the Mahamrityunjaya Homa. This particular picture is from the Meenakshi Tirukkalyanam on Chitra. So community comes together, live together, and have the meals together and celebrate Paramashiva. The kids also connect with the nature so blissfully. The plants in the glimpses of the kids from the COVID Care Protection Centers, how they evolve themselves to attain their conscious sovereignty. They do power manifestation. Where you can make them to help them to attain the conscious sovereignty, because just by their presence in this Bhusparsha, in the ecosystem, KAILASA.org/KAILASACARE. So let's take a few minutes to register yourself in kailasa.org/kailasacare. Stay tuned.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism that will other worldly agamas elaborately explain the whole science of his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself
through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window lasting transformation in us.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to all of the viewers who are joining us right now. Now, I know the world. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has literally built this Adi Kailasa Sarvagnipitam as a ship which will help each and every one of us sail through this pralaya. In Hindu Dharma, it survives even past the next generation. Despite having contributed the most and ensured the most, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has faced so much of persecution. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has happened, and how exactly this persecution has been ongoing against Hinduism for the last more than 1,000 years. Now it seems like if I can request the volunteer to reshare the slides, just you can stop sharing and reshare. And recognizing the persecution against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, it's one of the greatest ways that, at least in one. As you can see here, yes, we can go making exceptions in how Hindu temples are handled and treated and governed. So here we understand on the left-hand side, government servant appointed by a government commissioner is the executive officer of a temple, and appointments nor interferes in the appointment. So we're seeing a very physical diagram of how how literally the government in any other case. The next slide, please. Now we're going to just see glimpses of a recent history of the science of power manifestation. A recent history of what happened. In 1835 to 38, William Adam was commissioned by the colonial government to make practitioners, 205 village doctors, 21 smallpox inoculators, and 297 women midwives. So that means one midwife per 408 women. Sorry, can you go back to the previous slide? Thank you. Yes. So in 1973, to compare with this, India in 1973, the Kartar Singh Committee of the government of India had recommended that there should be at least one midwife or auxiliary, and it was a job for women to help and empower women to be independent, to have and maintain their own livelihood, and so on and so forth. The next slide, please. 1973 described as auxiliary nurse midwife. In the period of the 70 years, she performed more than 15,000 traditional deliveries free of charge, which means at least 4 deliveries per week. And that's entirely free for 70 years. And not only that, people do not know that she actually used him in his form as Bhagavan Dhanvantri and manifest powers. She could very easily detect the position of the baby in the womb, a very amazing gift that she had been manifesting as a power of Paramashiva. And this is one of the powers of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, even in Ramanuja, from the 22nd of December 1887 to 26th April 1920. Would simply say, Mukur Mahalakshmi showed me or told me. The next slide, please. Another example, Vrishi Shrishruta in his use of third eye powers in surgery. Shruta Samhita. It formed the basis of education of surgery, and Sushruta is considered the father of modern day surgery. Sushruta Samhita was written and practiced using third eye powers. The level of detail it covers goes into describing how the fetal develops 7 layers of skin, naming each of the layers and specific diseases which may affect that layer in adult life. So we can go on to the next slide. And if we see pre-reconstruction plastic surgery since in the last 9, and the procedure of the plastic reconstructive surgery has been mentioned in the Sushruta Samhita, a treatise on surgery and medicine dating back at least 900s BCE, and is called the Nasi Kasandana, and has been free in a village. So we have so many examples of the surgery which was done in the Hindu times, in the Vedic civilization. Thereafter, Kawasji rejoined the army and became a pensioner of the East India Company. For a year, he remained without a nose until he was given a new one by a Hindu surgeon, the by John Nicholas in 1794. And we also have a link here which is available. The next slide, please. In the modern era, however, Nayis are considered to be marginal barbers. Although the colonial rulers took away the science, its roots were destroyed in cultural, and so much so that it ranks amongst the first in the number of infant deaths at the time of birth. Hinduism is reviving, is being destroyed literally. Now we're going to see the Adi Nithyananda Peetham, the ancient attack, the attack against Adinam, or the Adi Nithyananda Peetham in Pavlakundru. Now, this is the very place of the. Now, let's just watch this beautiful video where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism
Enlightenment Day. As per the tradition, he appeared of a full moon third eye of Mahadeva. When I completed 11 and aging into 12, no school at that time. Usually this May, June, no school. So usually this summer time I will go and sit in the temple, or I went to the hill, Arunachala hill. I was sitting at the foothills, Coral Hill. I can say in a way the whole ambience was so calm. Who am I? Sometime I may feel from where the thoughts are raising. That is thought as taught by Annamalai Swamigal. An enlightened being, enlightened master. I just felt, what is it I am seeking? Who is that me who is seeking? Who is that me that is deeply discontented about anything I see here? Who is opened in me? Something broke inside this Anandaganda area. Literally opened. The first thing happened is that idea inside and outside broke. Means the first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me. I started seeing the whole 360 degree. I could see literally all the sides without opening my eyes. My eyes was closed. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. Sun which was setting, moon which was rising. I felt I am alive in everything around me. The whole Arunachala hill. I am that oneness is the existence. There is no inner. There is no outer. There is no moving. There is no unmoving. Sky is centered on my Anandagandha. It looked like a huge balloon which is tied to my Anandagandha. Whether I went to the home or anywhere, I was walking around, I was able to see the whole thing. Vision of seeing 360 degree has settled. But that experience of I am one has never left. Now, that way of the original lamp is established. I can say so many kids having their third eye awakened, even have initiation. See to it your third eye is awakened. My blessings to all of you. Let every one of you experience.
Understand, Pavalakundru is a place where the cosmic mother did penance, realized herself as the complete synthesis of male and female energies, and became, there we have the great unbroken lineage, where, as you can see in the left, and the third photo, where you're seeing Mata Vibhudananda Puri seated on the Sarvagnapita as the inheritor from Isaki Swamigal, and finally the supreme ancient items of heritage that were inherited from lineage to lineage. Sorry, from predecessor to successor. The first Pita and monastery, and here you can see the celebrations for Kartika Deepam with a few of the devotees. And he was the auspicious occasion of Kartika Deepam at Pavalakundru, at the building built for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by his guru, Mataji Kuppammal. And as you can see, this is a beautiful example of the Supreme Pontiff. Now, here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving a short discourse at Pavalakundru on the occasion of his birth, for spiritual and social activities such as the Annadan, yoga and meditation, puja and spiritual discourses in Pavalakundru. Enlightenment, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had the experience of the first enlightenment experience, and they're celebrating this on the day of Nithyananda Purnima, which is celebrated across Kailasa as this most celebrated monks of the sovereign order of Kailasa. And some more pictures. Experience to happen is in threat. And what happens to a spiritual experience for the continuous support following Guru and Guru's Diksha, not questioning, understanding Guru is the descent of the ultimate. Ecosystem, this very place, is today still under threat. Yeah. So I'll now be chanting this verse. Gurureva Jagat Sarvam Brahma Vishnu Shivatmakam. Guru, or worship the Guru. We can go on to the next slide. Oh, sorry. We'll just play this video first. The next slide, please. By the authority positions in Pavlakundru. The next slide, please. The second attack was just attack of the sannyasis and the volunteers, the Adinavasis, the Kailashians, who were just there to serve.
அண்ணாமலையார் மலை மீது முருகர் கோயிலுடன் அமைந்துள்ள பவழக்குன்று இந்து சமய அறநிலைத்துறையின் கட்டுப்பாட்டில் உள்ளது. அங்கு நித்யானந்தாவின் சீடர்கள் பாறைகளுக்கு மஞ்சள் பூசி திரிசூலம் நட்டு வழிபாடு. இதை அறிந்த உள்ளூர் மக்கள் பவழக்குன்று ஆக்கிரமிக்கப்படுவதாக கூறி கோட்டாட்சியர் உமா மகேஸ்வரியிடம் புகார் அளித்தனர். இதையடுத்து கடந்த 16ஆம் தேதியன்று பவழக்குன்றுக்கு சென்ற கோட்டாட்சியர் உமா மகேஸ்வரி அரசு இடரங்கப்பட்டுள்ள எச்சரிக்கை நோட்டீஸ் என கூறி ஆக்கிரமிப்புகளை அகற்றிவிடுமாறு கூறினார். ஆனாலும் ஆக்கிரமிப்புகளை அகற்ற மறுத்த சீடர்கள் குடிலுக்குள் இருந்த சிலைகளை சுற்றி அமர்ந்து கொண்டு அதிகாரிகளுக்கு சாபம் மலையை விட்டு இறங்க மறுத்த நித்யானந்தாவின் பெண் சினந்தா சீடர்கள் அங்கு பூஜை மற்றும் தியானத்தில் ஈடுபட தொடங்கினர். இதையடுத்து அங்கு சென்ற அதிகாரிகள் காவல்துறை உதவியுடன் மீண்டும் அவர்களை கீழே இறக்கி எச்சரித்து அனுப்பினர். இதையடுத்து என்ன செய்வதென யோசித்த நித்யானந்தா சீடர்கள் மீண்டும் 5 நாட்கள் கழித்து கூலி வேலைக்கு செல்லும் ஏழை தொழில் பொதுமக்கள் இது குறித்து காவல்துறைக்கு புகார் அளித்ததை தொடர்ந்து இம்முறை காலி செய்யப்பட்டு அவருக்கு இடமில்லாமல் போனது. எனவேதான் எப்படியாவது திருவண்ணாமலையில் இடம் பிடிக்க வேண்டும் என நித்யானந்தாவின் சீடர்கள் முயற்சி மேற்கொண்டு வருவதாக திருவண்ணாமலை மக்கள் குற்றம் சாட்டுகின்றனர்.
The next slide, please. Yes. So the attempt of murder was actually executed against the monks and female monks of the Pavlakundru Adinam and the initiated monks of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. On the 16th of June 2017, all the sannyasis staying in Tiruvannamalai climbed up to Pavlakundru and began preparing them. And how brutally the sannyasis were assaulted. Sacred religious places of worship were literally destroyed by the casteist, supremacist, atheist terrorists and communist terrorist forces. Here you can see how female monks of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa being abused by police and casteist supremacists, and even the ASMT monk facing inhuman treatment, and how the media houses actual evidences, the proof, where the female monks are being threatened by the government officials, and how one of the ASMT members, female monks, they started throwing stones, and 10 different mobsters ganged up and started hitting him. Parabrahma Maharaj was attacked. And a group of sannyasis were at Pavlakundru in Tiruvannamalai offering puja. The monks and manhandled them, physically injured them like beasts, and finally illegally arrested them for no reason. 16th of June 2017, a mob of 80 plus people attempted the murder of 3 innocent sannyasis who were taking care of the Paramashiva Shila at Pavalankudu. This mob was sent. This attack was well planned by the people in order to take illegal possession of that land. And again, the attacks against Sri Nithya Parabrahmananda Maharaj and illegally arrested them. Without any reason, the monks were dragged and illegally arrested, and 2 female monks were also among them. As per the law, women cannot be held in police station, instilling fear inside of them to subjugate them. Here is the different footage and evidence of this. Again, these attacks continue in literally as Paramashiva himself is vandalized, and they had literally attempted to lynch the aliens and intimidate the monks who are doing the rituals, and even they had assaulted horses. Clearly reveals their demonic agenda to completely destroy Sanatana Hindu Dharma and the Adishaivite minority community. Kailasa itself. The attackers tore and pulled down the saffron robe, which was, now as you can see, the violence against Sanatana Hindu Dharma and the violence against the revival of Kailasa sacred Hindu lifestyle. The next slide, please. But Kailasa is the very solution where we can be absolutely. Yes, we'll just now watch this brief video.
Legal protection. With autonomous status, we can have our own internal administration, including law and order and judiciary. We are going to do it as per Hinduism, with a Hindu concept, at least outside India. That's the only hope we have. And anyone wants to take apat sannyas to protect Hinduism, safe haven, safe place for Hindus to gather, live and practice, promote Hinduism and keep it alive and share it with the whole world to live a safe life. Serving Hinduism, protecting Hinduism, preserving Hinduism, preaching Hinduism. Have a safe place for you guys outside India, where you will not be mob lynched. You can live peaceful Hindu monk life. Live and study Hindu scriptures, practice. If Hindus are thinking Hinduism is going to be wake up to this truth. Even for telling this, I would have been arrested if I was available to Indian police to face the law. They cannot change the narrative into I was mob lynched because I was doing something illegal, immoral and all that. That changing the narrative, change the narrative. If they kill me, they have to face the law. If they eliminate me, they have to face the law. Understand, I have not made Kailasa to protect me. I have made Kailasa to protect Hindus. Hindu Sannyas Sampradaya, Hindu Gurukul, how they mob lynched my Yogini Sarvanyapita in Gujarat. The Sarvanyapita I made just for girls and media and Gujarat police destroyed my ecosystem, whole Sarvanyapita, the ashram, the Sarvanyapita is destroyed. They will not be able. If I was available, they would have given me to the mob to kill. Unfortunately for them, unfortunately for me, I was not visited that Yogini Sarvanyapita even once. And for years, I have not even gone to Gujarat. And I was out of human society. And still my sannyasinis are stuck in Gujarat without a place to live because of the bail condition that they cannot go out of Ahmedabad jurisdiction. We need to build
Yes, all the pillars. With this, that brings us to a conclusion for this segment in today's program on the persecution against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And as we conclude today, I request each and every one of you to Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashisham Nithyanandam.
Spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism that will understand Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic. They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
We get you help. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will whole world should become e-Kailashians.
I contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiriting every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your If you are interest scatter this enlightenment signs to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birth which I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people. Absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism that will otherworldly Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science. It's like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity. They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you.
You see, each God is an independent in consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness
Karmas of lifetimes, it awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam. Security measures: no photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions: please be aware of the important cautions.
Due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs,